Hello, my lovelies. I'm Jenny O, the author with no last name, and today we're continuing our part 3 of social mediaing, and I want to talk specifically about Tumblr, because Tumblr is different than pretty much any other social media website out there roaming about the internet. It's different than Reddit, it's different than Twitter, it's different than YouTube, and it's even more different than TikTok. And the reason why Tumblr is so different from all of these other websites is Tumblr does not have an algorithm. Okay? So Tumblr does not have an algorithm, and Tumblr also has pretty stringent protocols in place to protect user data privacy. It's one of the few websites that's not out there selling your data to everybody, and it will keep your data private from other websites when you go from Tumblr to them. So if you go from Tumblr to Substack, Substack is not going to register that you came from Tumblr. So Tumblr is one of those places where you go and you're like, I don't know what is going on and how do I do this? Because it's not really as intuitive as, oh, well, on Twitter, I just have to say things in so many characters or less, or on YouTube, I'm making videos, or TikTok, I'm making little short videos, or um, Reddit, I can find a subreddit for anything I want to talk about and, lather my expertise about it, and most of those places have some type of algorithm or something that is kind of leads you around to, go, look, this is what you want. And on Tumblr, the most you can do is kind of follow tags. And as you reblog things, things might get recommended to you. So um, Tumblr is just a little different. And a lot of things from other social media websites, Reddit, YouTube, Twitter, uh, Twitter and TikTok, they all end up on Tumblr. They really do. Like, I don't, I, I don't really see Instagram stuff there, but I see just about everything else. And like, why would I need to see Instagram stuff on Tumblr when Tumblr was literally made for sharing images? Because it was originally an art kind of dashboard site. Artists signed up, shared their work with each other. We're trying to get people to buy their stuff. If you wanted an artist, you went to Tumblr. So, so what does this mean? It means on Tumblr, more than any other space on the internet, you have to curate your own experience. If you find yourself off in a wild corner of Tumblr, start blocking and leaving. Back out slowly. You get to curate your experience on Tumblr by the tags you follow and by the people you follow. There are just wild spaces in Tumblr that, you could be following this and have no idea that someplace else on Tumblr even exists, because just the way Tumblr is set up, it's not trying to throw stuff in your face all the time that, you might not want to see, So, okay. When you are making a Tumblr, you have to realize that you're creating something that's not going to be shoved in other people's faces. So, like, if you wanted to create a blog, you could have 3 or 4 blogs on Tumblr and have each of them be for different things. But, like, maybe you have a fandom blog and all your fandom stuff goes on that blog. And maybe you have a blog where you're talking about your books and posting your writing, like links to your writing and talking about your writer life experience. And that can be on that blog. And then maybe you have a blog for art or something. You can do it all on one blog. And like Tumblr is kind of a lot more flexible than some of these other social media sites because literally there's no algorithm. So what happens is you have to learn the difference between a repost and a reblog. So like people, if your stuff comes up in the latest on the tag that you're writing and somebody likes it and it resonates with them, they might click a like, or they might click the reblog button. And what the reblog button does is it puts it up on their blog so that their followers can see it. And then they might, if their followers like it, they'll reblog it, it'll show up on their blog, and more people will see it, and on it goes until it becomes like this big, beautiful snowflake of people reblogging things. So that's how you get noticed on Tumblr. And there is absolutely no predicting what you say on Tumblr that will get you all these types of free blogs. I mean, I don't do a lot of original stuff on Tumblr. My Tumblr is more of a, this is writing advice that I've seen and that resonates with me, writer type of uplifting stuff, or things that, I want to do videos on later and I saw it here first, so I need to like it and reblog it so I can come back and look at it later to do the video on it. And just stuff like that. So when you create a Tumblr, you're going to want to, it's going to, what happens after you log it, you create your username and whatever, is going to vary depending on how you do it, okay? So if you use like a Yahoo Mail or this, that, or the other thing, it's quite possible that they'll let you choose some tags to follow, and automatically and right away you can choose to change your blog user icon and your header. Now this is very important because there are a lot of bots, spam bots, porn bots, troll bots on Tumblr, and most of these bots, they don't post anything, not right away, and they don't change their icon and they don't change their header. And if they, and it's a porn bot if the icon's some sort of pretty girl but the rest of the Tumblr is empty, or sometimes it will have some linked stuff already and it's just like flag and report, flag and block, flag and block. But you want to change that pretty close to as soon as possible so people know you're a real person, okay? Choose your tags that you want to follow. Like if you're looking for writing advice, you want to follow writer blurs. Writer blurs also are the people who are posting the work type of thing, are posting stuff about books. I'd have to go check some tags for when the Bibliosphere is promoting her books, but you look at what people are using to tags that people are using to promo their books if you're on there looking for books, or promo their writing if you're on there looking for writing, and follow those tags. But if you sign up with, say, a Gmail account, a Google account, for one reason or another, what's going to happen is they're going to make you follow 3 people or 4 people before you can go in and customize your header and your user icon and your, and we follow any tags. So what you're going to want to do really, really fast after you follow 2 or 3 people that they've selected from the random tags you've chosen is you're going to want to reblog some stuff real quick and then change up your header and your username, and do this within like 24-48 hours, because I'm now at the point where I go, you haven't added anything to your blog in 24 hours, you are a bot, goodbye. So if you have one of Tumblr's standard user icons, which are usually some sort of shape, and an untitled blog and a header that you haven't changed, most people are going to think you're a bot. And not everybody's going to be like understanding and be like, oh, I know what's going on because of what Tumblr login stuff is doing. They might not know that, despite the fact that they've been trying, users have been trying to blog it around and make a really big, snowflake. So everybody goes, oh, give these people a chance. We don't want to run new users off before they can even start doing anything. But you want to reblog a couple things, change your user icon, change your header icon, and so people will know you're a person. And if you are doing anything like original posts, go ahead and make some original posts too. Like, don't be afraid to do that. But the point of Tumblr is the reblogging, because that's how you gain traction, and gain attention of other people by reblogging their stuff. So what is a reblog? Well, it is not a repost, okay? There's on the bottom of the Tumblr thing, you're gonna have like a little heart button, and you're gonna have a little arrow square. And the little arrow square is the reblog button. And what the reblog button is it takes that somebody else's user's post and posts it onto your own blog for your followers to see. So if you like something, that's great. That's for you. That's you bookmarking something for yourself. But if you reblog something, that's for everybody to see. Not your users. It's not like Twitter, for the most part. It's not like Twitter. People can't see your likes, and you won't be seeing other people's likes in your dashboard when you start following people. Yes, you do need to follow people. When you follow people, you're not going to see their likes. There might be something in the setting that you have to turn on and off for that, but you will see what they're reblogging or what they're blogging, what they're posting. So a like is for you, a reblog creates the algorithm and is for everybody else. So if you think this is really cool and you want people to see it and it fits in with your blog theme, you need to hit the little square button on the bottom and reblog it. And you can add to it, of course. It says there's a place for you to respond. There's also now on the thing, there's a little circle, a dialogue type bubble, a dialogue bubble. And when you do the dialogue bubble, it lets you make a comment without the reblocking type of thing. It's like kind of like a little chat comment on the blog post, and for people to see. A lot of what's people's, if you went to ginny0.tumblr.com, and you're gonna see like, oh, you click on a post and be like, you can view the notes. What you aren't going to be able to see are the little chat bubble stuff. And a lot of times if people have been adding on to the blog post, like they've been responding to it, you're not going to see that either unless I reblogged it with the response, which is just the variations that they've got for their CSS has not yet caught up with this. This is very typical of Tumblr. So you'll want to be looking at a lot of stuff on the dashboard style. And the way you can do that is up in the right-hand corner, there will be like a line of icons with the house and the heart, and there's an eye. And the eye will make it so that the eye icon, when you click on it, it will show the post in the dashboard style, and then you can go and look at the comments to the post and the reblogs of the post. So I'm not entirely sure when they're going to fix their CSS to include all of that, or if they're going to have people relying on the eyeball button for the entire time, for the all time. Who knows? With Tumblr staff, anything is possible. So like, another useful thing to know is that, you can DM people, or you can send them asks. And if you send them an ask, like you ask them a little question or whatever, when they answer it, it will show up in their blog. And whereas a DM is just kind of like a chat system, and it will only show up to them as like a little chat message. So there's that difference there too. right now, when you click on the account and it goes down, it has a link that you can see your following, but you can't see your followers. So click on the link for following, then you have to go up to the bar and change following to followers and hit enter, and then you can see your followers. I don't know why they took that out. That's insane to me. And so Tumblr is just kind of like this crazy world. Like, so you're going, well, how do I find things? Well, as you're reblogging things or you're looking through tags, there's this explore thing. You click on explore, and it's going to show you today on Tumblr, and they choose a different topic every day and one for the weekend, and they reblog posts about that from other people. So it could be anything from bread to important things going on in the world to video games. It's anything. And then there's going to be the for you section, and what the for you section is going to be filled with all sorts of posts on tags that you're following or tags that you've clicked on. So let's say you were interested in Good Omens and you want to see what Good Omens was doing on Tumblr, so you search for Good Omens. Well, Good Omens content is going to start showing up in your recommendeds. It's just how it is. If you were interested in the Palestine-Israel conflict, Palestine is going to start showing up in your recommendeds. And then also there is trending, which will have the top 10 trending tags of Tumblr going on. You're going to find a lot of Taylor Swift gifs. I'm going to tell you right now that the Candy Swift thing is constantly trending on Tumblr. I don't know why. But you'll find really posts that get a lot of reblogs within a certain amount of time. I don't know what their choice is there for what the JavaScript is going for on that, but you'll see a lot of the same faces, kind of the same blogs pop up in there with the same, content. So, that will be on trending, and then we'll have the top 10 tags up top that you can look through. And then there's the staff picks too, also at Explore. So in case you were like curious what the staff is interested in, a lot of time that's art. They reblog a lot of art under staff, a lot of media stuff under staff. So there's that. It's just like a different ecosystem from TikTok and from Twitter and from YouTube. It's not going, you have to do more finding of stuff yourself than Tumblr will. And the search function is not very good. So if there is something very specific that you're looking for and you haven't reblogged it, and you can look and you can't find it in your archive, you might have to go to Google search or a third-party search engine and enter Tumblr and then what you know about the post to be able to actually find that very specific post. I usually do this with like art posts, like if I'm looking for a chart and I don't have the chart in my charts folder, I save a lot of charts. A lot of times I end up saving these charts because, oh, this might be important. Do I ever use them? Sometimes, but it's like, I want this chart. I might need this chart for something else. And like, I'll save it to a folder. But you might need to go to another search engine to do it. Very, very important, very useful, the Tumblr archives. So, you can put a username.tumblr.com/archive, and then it will show you by month what they've posted, and you can narrow it down by text or stuff or by pictures or whatever. There's a whole bunch of different stuff. So that's how Tumblr is. Sometimes it's hard to find things. It's all user generated, and if you can build up a following there, you can sell a lot of stuff, I guess, whether you have an Etsy store or if you're selling books, or you can get a lot of users from to go see your stuff on AO3 if you can figure it out. Okay. Apparently my phone wants me. Take care of yourselves, my lovelies. Bless, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.